She vanished without a trace in the middle of the ocean. And she's never been found. One moment, she was dancing on the ship deck. The next, she was gone. No one saw her leave. No one heard her scream. And no one has ever found her. This is the story of Amy Lynn Bradley, a 23-year-old woman who vanished from a Royal Caribbean cruise ship in 1998, leaving behind only questions, fear, and decades of speculation. March 21, 1998. The Bradley family boarded the Rhapsody of the Seas, a cruise ship sailing from San Juan, Puerto Rico. It was meant to be a family vacation. Amy had just graduated from college, had a great job lined up, and was looking forward to some time to relax with her parents and younger brother. But within days, paradise turned into a nightmare. On the night of March 23, Amy joined her brother, Brad, at the ship's disco lounge. They danced, drank, hung out with the ship's band, Blue Orchid. Photos showed Amy smiling, relaxed. At around 1 a.m., Brad went back to their cabin. Amy followed shortly after, and the two sat on the cabin balcony before Brad went to bed. It was the last time anyone saw her. Around 5:30 a.m., Amy's father, Ron, briefly woke up. He saw Amy sitting on the balcony, still there, still awake. When he woke again at 6 a.m., she was gone. No trace. No sound. Her shoes, cigarettes, and lighter were still in the room. Her ID and belongings untouched. But Amy had simply vanished. The ship was preparing to dock in Curaçao. Ron and his wife, Iva, immediately reported Amy missing to ship security. But instead of locking down the ship, officials waited hours. Passengers were allowed to disembark. Rooms were cleaned. Evidence, if any existed, was wiped away. That delay would haunt the investigation forever. Amy wasn't a typical cruise guest. She was a strong swimmer, had trained as a lifeguard. She was also terrified of open water. Friends said she wouldn't have gone near the ship's edge alone. And if she had fallen? The ship was docked. The waters were calm. Someone would have seen. But no one did. The FBI was called in. Search teams scoured the ocean and port. Dogs tracked her scent to the gangway, the exit ramp leading off the ship. Could Amy have left voluntarily? Could she have been abducted? And why did members of the ship's band allegedly tell Brad, "Sorry about your sister," just a day later, before any official announcement? Then came the sightings. Multiple witnesses claimed to have seen Amy after her disappearance. In Curaçao, a taxi driver said a woman who looked like Amy asked for a phone, then was pulled away by two men. A Canadian Navy officer reported seeing a woman who looked like Amy in 1999, on a beach with two men, appearing distressed. In 2005, a U.S. tourist claimed a woman in a Caribbean brothel told her, "My name's Amy. Please help me." Each time, authorities investigated. Each time, nothing came of it. There were theories, each darker than the last. Human trafficking. Could Amy have been targeted by someone on board? Sold or forced into the Caribbean sex trade? Foul play by crew members. Amy had told her parents she felt uncomfortable around several of the ship's staff. One even asked her to pose for photos, which she declined. The Yellow Connection, a former Navy SEAL turned private investigator, claimed Amy was seen in a Barbados club known for trafficking. He called it one of the most credible leads he'd ever worked. But without hard evidence, no CCTV footage, no arrests, there was no justice. Only speculation. The FBI eventually offered a $25,000 reward, which later increased to $250,000. Amy's family went public. TV interviews, talk shows. They begged for her return. They worked tirelessly for decades. In 2010, they even received an email from someone claiming to have information, but it was a hoax. Every lead brought hope and heartbreak. In 2023, Netflix released the docuseries Amy Bradley is Missing, reopening public interest in the case. It spotlighted cruise ship security failures, patterns of disappearances at sea, and the heartbreaking truth that, once someone vanishes on international waters, they often vanish for good. To this day, Amy Lynn Bradley's name remains on the FBI's missing persons list. She would be in her late 40s now. Her family still believes she's alive, and they continue to search. They believe someone knows something. And maybe, one day, someone will talk. Was Amy Bradley trafficked off that ship? Was it foul play, or a cruel twist of fate? And why do cruise ships continue to delay action in the first moments that matter most? She boarded with her family. She never got off. Subscribe to The Silent Files for more mysterious disappearances and true crime cases that demand attention. Share your theories below. Someone saw something. Someone still knows.